Hey everyone, welcome back to Feed the Beast Bees walkthrough. We're on our 8th episode already. Can't believe it. I'm sorry, it's been a few weeks since I put out my last episode. I've been super busy in the real world. But we're back at it now, and this episode's called our Buildcraft Crossbreeding Machine. I'm going to show you what that is in a little bit. We're also going to go through 4 different branches. I think we're going to hit the Boggy branch, the Historic branch, the Fossilized branch, and the Refined branch. And hopefully by the end of this I can show you guys some nifty ways to make some oil and rubber. But it's going to be a quick episode. It's going to be a shorter episode, but let's hit it. Before we get started with this episode today, I wanted to show you guys my newest machine. This is my crossbreeding machine that uses only Buildcraft technology. There is no red power in this. I've gotten several requests from other YouTubers to see if I could put together something that didn't use red power. I guess some servers can't handle it, or some guys don't have the mod, but anyway, this is my design. It's a little complicated. I'm not crazy about it, but it does get the job done. If you're interested in seeing exactly how this thing ticks, go ahead and click on the jump here and check out my crossbreeder spotlight on this new machine. Now, on with the bees. So as you can see, I've got one of these new crossbreeding machines sitting here using Buildcraft. And we're going to start the Boggy branch. I already have all the apiarist pipes set up so they know where the different bees are going to go. I've got Marshy and Common here. And Marshy and Common are going to be bred against each other to give us our first bees in the Boggy branch, which are the swamp bees. Let's see here. Common Princess, Marshy Drone, Common Drone, good to go. Gonna drop my commons in here. My Marshies in here. Actually, I'm gonna keep one out. Drop in my Princess. I'll put a Marshy Drone in here for good measure. And we're off and running. I'm gonna let this run until it either snags or gives us our swamp. So cross your fingers. I'll be right back. This appears to be working. I pulled out that Marshy drone out of here. That was silly. Just let a swampy common hybrid move in, and yeah. I pulled him out and fixed him up a little bit. This machine's working well. It's just, it takes a little bit more attention, I think, than these bigger machines. But I'm getting really impatient, so I'm going to start on the next branch, I think, which is going to be the Historic branch. I'm going to need some Diligent bees and some Noble bees, and I just gotta wait for this guy to turn into a princess and turn off this sorter. So yeah, just a little forewarning, as soon as this guy spits out a princess, I'm gonna go drop them into my old conventional breeding machine, and we're gonna start the Historic branch, working on the Ancient bees, which is Noble and Diligent. Just finishing up a little project here. Nice. Mine's is AFK. I'm in a glass box of emotion. Alright, let's go check on the bees. Enough of this shenanigans. You see, this is one thing I don't like about this design, is that when bees don't find a place to go, they just get spit out and then they despawn. So as you can see, I've got my swamp bees, so good to go in the swamp. So this does work, it's just not as good as this machine here. My original design still prevails, I think. We're getting there. These guys are taking a while because they've got the elongated gene, which I just extracted. So now I've got the longest lifespan from the Ancient bees, which kind of makes sense. So the next thing for the Ancient is going to be, I got to crossbreed the Ancient against Noble, which will give me primeval bees. And then with the swamp guys, I'm going to crossbreed swamp and marshy, which will give me boggy bees. So next up is primeval and boggy. So there's our primeval, all set. Next in this branch, the historic branch, we're going to be moving on to the prehistoric, which is primeval crossed with majestic. And over here I've got my boggy, and we're going to be moving on to the next, actually the last one in the boggy branch, which is fungal, which is a crossbreed between boggy and swamp. So yeah, just quickly moving through these. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm getting really impatient here, so I'm going to start another branch, the Fossilized branch, which is a crossbreed between, well, the first one is the Fossilized bee, which is a crossbreed between primeval and forest, which I already have. And I'm not going to use this thing because it's nonsense in comparison to my red power machine, so I'm going to destroy this, build a third one of these, and get started on my Fossilized bees. Alright, I'm going to try and do this rapid fire. Got a bunch of stuff here. First, got our Fossilized guys. They are all set. Grab them out of here. That finishes the Fossilized bees, which I believe is the first one in that series, yeah. Next, we got our prehistoric bees. Got the historic branch. Tops them off. And then last here, we've got our fungal bees. And this finishes out our boggy branch. Very cool. Fungal bees, they make the, I guess, a fungal comb, which just gives you mushrooms. Brown and red mushrooms. So if you want mushrooms, these are the bees for you, but I don't need those. So into the archive they go. Boom, boggy branch done. Alright, now we're going to keep it rolling. Check out what I got here. Prehistoric is going to be bred against the imperial, which is going to give us our relic bees and round out the historic branch. Primeval is then going to be bred against marshy, which will give us our resinous bees. Then primeval again, bred against modest, will give us our oily bees, which are going to be really useful. So yeah, I'm going to get the machine set up and get this running. Okay, rapid fire once again. Got our relics done. Relic bees are good. That finishes off our historic branch. Got our resinous bees done. Very cool. They throw off amber combs, which will give us resin, which we can process into rubber. Very useful. And we've got our oily bees all done. Next up is going to be our boggies. We're going to crossbreed against primeval. And when we do that, we're going to get our preserved bees, which will finish up the fossilized branch. And we're going to crossbreed industrious against oily, which is going to start our refined branch. And we'll get our distilled bees, crossbreeding these two guys. So yeah, cool. See you in a bit. And now we have our preserved bees, which I believe that closes out our fossilized branch, which is pretty sweet. And we have our distilled bees, which are the first bees in the refined branch. Next we're going to go for the refined bees, which are a crossbreed of oily and distilled. So we have our distilled here. A bunch more here. A bunch of left are oily. So I'm just going to crossbreed these guys. Be right back. Let's see where we're at. Okay, got our refined bees. Man, I haven't been in here in like a week. Jeez. I got a couple of these. Oh well. Alright, next up is the tarry bees. It's going to be refined, crossbred against fossilized. Alright guys, while I've got the tari bees cooking in here, I realized that I've got the bees necessary to do the elastic bees, so I'm going to start them. It's a resinous crossbred against refined. I'm going to get these guys started right in here. Alright, let's see how we're doing here. Got our tari bees. Good to go. Let's top them off. I'll let that run a little too long. Here's our elastic bees, all done. Oop. Okay, cool. So I think that rounds out the refined branch. Let's come over here. I finished the boggy branch. Marshy, swamp, boggy, and fungal. Then we did the historic branch. Ancient, primeval, prehistoric, and relic. That guy's done. Then we did the fossilized branch. Fossilized, resinous, oily, and preserved. And we did the refined branch. Let's see here, we've got distilled, refined, tari, and elastic. Now the elastic one is probably the most useful one out of all the bees that we've just made. The elastic throws off oily combs and latex combs, which can be processed into oil and rubber. So yeah, I'm going to be farming these guys quite a bit. Alright, so check it out. Now we are making some serious progress here. All these iron chests are branches that are done. I'd say we're almost about halfway through. Looking pretty darn good. Pretty darn good indeed. Oh, there's mice. Hey, mice, come up here and look. See how good I look.
All right, hold on.
Got all these branches done. Just finished the refined branch over here. Check this out. Got the elastic bees.
Cool, man.
Yeah, let me show you what they do. Come on over here. So I got them set up over here, and they produce oil and rubber. So now we basically have an unlimited supply of oil and rubber being pumped into the base.
Nice.
Yeah, a little slow, but you know, here, come down in the basement. I'll show you the tank. Whoops. I'll just put on my chest plate. Good thing you put that water in, because I just almost fell to my death. So, fuel tank now has, geez, almost 2,000 buckets of fuel.
Cool. Yeah, that's useful.
Yeah, it's kind of like a drip, but it'll slowly replenish itself automatically now.
That's great. If it can just keep up with the turbines upstairs, we're good.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to produce as much UU matter as possible. If we can get to the point where I have like a stack of iridium, we can make a ultimate solar panel, ultimate hybrid.
So this thing's just cranking away continuously now?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And do you have this the turbines running?
Well, all the time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're running 24 hours a day now.
Cool. So it looks like the fuel's keeping up with what you're using.
Barely, yeah. Yeah, I think last time I checked it, it was going down very slowly. So if there's a way to increase our production, we'll actually be all set.
Actually, I've been thinking about for the next episode doing something called an alveary. It's like a high production hive where I can put those elastic bees or another kind of oil bee into it, and it'll produce a ton of fuel for us.
Isn't that the humongous hive?
Yeah, it is. I'd have to put it down in the basement, I think, somewhere.
Gotcha.
What have you been up to up here? I mean, it looks like did you finish the whole tower?
Oh yeah, tower's done, man. We are all set.
Wow.
We got 2 new floors that are basically not being used yet, and I've got this top floor here, which is going to be, it's going to be the office. This is the main office. This is where the beds are going to go, where the M-mail computer is going to go.
Nice, like the penthouse.
The penthouse, yeah, you got it.
I like what you did with the roof here. Nice domed roof.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about having a flat roof, but then, you know, what the heck? Why not? I figured having a nice... It was already so much glass. I thought I'd go nuts.
Wow, the lab looks so awesome now.
Yeah, not too bad from the outside, right?
Really, really nice.
You get the real spiral effect of the different terraces for each level.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm working on down here. I'm working on Thaumcraft, but I don't know. I think I need some bees to pollinate my tree because it's just not doing anything. I tried throwing bone meal at it. It doesn't care. Of course, these trees don't respond to bone meal. So I don't think they do.
Maybe you have the setup wrong on this. Maybe there's something that needs to go adjacent to it. Or maybe it's the light level. Does it have a high enough light level?
Yeah, it's outside, so it's got the full light level.
Oh, duh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just got to give it time.
Hey, come over here. I got something to show you. I found something out in the woods.
Uh-oh. Sounds pretty ominous, taking me out into the woods. Should I come, armed?
Yeah, don't worry about it. You're cool. I hope you don't mind. I just brought my shovel along.
Very good, very good.
Do you have a shovel on you? It'd be helpful if you could help me dig.
I always come prepared to bring a shovel to all gatherings.
Alright, so come over here and check this out. I was just goofing around over here in the village, and I noticed something that I think we might have missed before. And where is it? Oh, there it is. Come over here. Check this out. I've never seen this before.
Where'd you go?
I'm up here.
Oh, there you are. The heck is this?
It looks like a dungeon that spawned up in the air in a tree. You ever seen anything like this before? I mean, I've seen dungeons like on the surface, but never way up in the air like this.
Mm-hmm. This doesn't look natural to me.
It totally is, man. I swear. Look at the chest.
Why is it the wrong size? There's another portal gun? Come on.
This was sitting here the whole time.
No, it wasn't.
I swear. It must have been. I didn't make this. I mean, come on.
Why is it tiny? I don't understand.
Maybe one of our viewers can tell us what's going on here, but I've never seen it.
You're not screwing around with me. You didn't make this.
I swear. I swear. Come on, you know, it's against the rules to spawn stuff in our world.
Well, you don't have to spawn stuff because with our... Like, here, watch. I'll show you what I mean. The reason why I'm accusing is... Okay, get this guy. Die, get out of here. Because you can move spawners with the gravity gun. See?
Oh, well, I didn't even know that, so there you go.
Alright. I believe you. But still, this is weird.
Yeah. And this has some pretty nice stuff in it, too. I mean, the portal gun and the steadfast drone, like, we could have used that shit.
Portal gun.
I'm taking all this stuff.
Yeah, take it all. Crazy.
I mean...
Let's kill the spawner. We don't need that. Huh.
So, I thought that was interesting, to say the least.
It's very strange. Well, you know, it's... If anybody's ever played Portal and, like, watched the video commentary, they talked about how it's, like, impossible to get players to look up in a game. It's like a common problem that all game developers have.
Yeah.
So, I guess we're also... Dang it. I guess we're also, just as susceptible.
I love portals. All right. Well, that's the end of. Ow! Damn you! There's my bow. Oh man, that hit me right in the face. Oh.
Fire arrow to the face.
like
At least
right
you
in
didn't
my-
take it to the knee. It could be
It's
worse.
like right in my cheek.
Cool, man.
All right, I'm gonna sign off here. That's the end of my episode.
Hey, thanks everybody for watching.
See you later.
Later.